everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Corin, also known as the Kitten Choreographer, and I'm a teen with a passion for makeup and kitten rescue. So today's video is just gonna be a get ready with me. I just feel like we have a lot to talk about, a lot to catch up on, so let's go ahead and get into it. So I took a little bit of a break from posting on YouTube for a bit. I didn't intend to, it kind of just happened. My mental health just got pretty bad. I fell into a depressive episode, and so yeah, I'm feeling a lot better now. That happened, so I just didn't post. I'm sorry I didn't give you guys a warning, kind of just dropped off the face of the earth, but that's what I needed, so I did that. I'm gonna go ahead and start doing my makeup so we're not here forever. So I'm gonna clip back my hair, which yes, I did get a haircut. It's pretty old news to me. I did it like a week ago, but yeah, I guess it is shorter. I didn't do anything different. I just got it trimmed. Now I'm just gonna be priming with the Urban Decay Primer Potion. But yeah, I pretty much just kind of fell into a bit of a depressive episode, and you know, that happens. I do have mental health issues, you know, I go to a therapist and a psychiatrist and I'm on different medicines to help, but the medicines don't work that well, so it's kind of just me feeling good when I feel good and then feeling bad when I feel bad. And I'm hoping that, you know, I'm starting to come out of that episode. I have been able to be a little bit more productive, so let's just hope that it's starting to get better. One thing is today, the day I'm filming this, not the day this is going up, is my birthday. And I hate my birthday. It's actually one of the worst days of the year for me, every single year, just because of how much I hate it. And I think the reason I went into a depressive episode was just because my birthday was coming up, and I just don't like it. I don't like all the attention being on me. I don't know, it's not that I'm getting older. I'm okay with getting older. It's just, I guess, getting older in the sense of I know I'm getting closer to adulthood, which means I'm closer to having to be independent, but not like the actual act of gaining a year isn't scary to me. I need to start doing my makeup. So my shirt is pink today, so I was thinking kind of doing pink and purple because I like purple and I want to do purple. So I brought over one of my favorite palettes, the Glamlight Cake palette, and then I also brought over the Beauty Bay Bright Mattes palette, which is Bright Matte palette, sorry. This is pretty new to me. I wanted a new rainbow palette because the one I had was the James Charles X Morphe palette, and I do not like James Charles or Morphe, so I'm going to go in first with this pink here. And I'm just gonna put that in like the front portion of my crease. But yeah, I don't like my birthday. I think one of the reasons it started was in like middle school. I didn't ever really have, like, I saw everyone else having birthday parties, and I always had birthday parties in elementary school. But you know, in elementary school, you just invite your entire class or all the girls in your class or something, and then like that just happens. But when it comes to middle and high school, you know, you just invite your friends. But I never really had any friends, or the people I hung out with never wanted to come really. If I did have friends, like they would come, but you know, it never seemed like they were enjoying themselves or whatever. Now I'm just using that same brush to go into the shade Bubblegum, which is the one right here. And so I just don't like it. And I don't really like attention being on me unless it's like I used to like to act, and that's different because like the attention's on the character. But you know, on your birthday, like it's people paying attention to you, you know, and I do not like that really. You know, I'm very socially anxious, and it just never my favorite thing. So yeah, I don't like it. I also feel greedy when I get gifts. Like, I know, you know, like everyone gets gifts on their birthday, or like so many people do. So it's not being greedy, I know, and you know, I never ask for anything like from anyone but my parents who are like, what do you want? I just still feel meh about the whole situation. So yeah, I always get depressed right before my birthday, or not always, but like it's common for me too. Ever since I was like 11, I haven't liked it. Now I'm gonna go into the Beauty Bay Bright Matte palette and go into Make Them Wink right here. This palette's pretty new, so I haven't used every shade, but I'm liking it okay so far. And so yeah, I've been upset because of my birthday, and then also I've been having yet another gender crisis. I came out as trans mask recently, and yeah, I thought it went well, but ever since then, like, people have been making more of an effort to use he pronouns for me, and like, because no one had ever used them before, and that's great. Thank you, people, for doing the pronouns that I asked for, but I'm thinking now that I just prefer they, them pronouns, and I'm not gonna make an entire video about it because I really don't want to seem like I'm cash grabby, even though I don't make money. That was just the word that came to my mind about my coming out. Okay, this is not looking that great. Okay, thanks on my birthday. Like, I don't like my birthday, but I still want my makeup to look good on my birthday. So yeah, I'm just gonna blend this a bit. Yeah, that pink just blended away. Though Glam Light shadows are still there, but the Beauty Bay one's not. There was one shade in the Glam Light palette that I could use that wasn't exactly the right tone, but I think I'm gonna go into that. That's the shade Raspberry, this one right here. Yeah, that's a lot better. But yeah, those are the pronouns I prefer, just they, them, you know, Corin still. I love the name Corin. I like going by Corin, so that's the name I'm going to continue with. It's just, yeah, that's just an update. I don't know, I think I'm non-binary, but I'm not totally sure, so I'm not gonna make any promises. Of course, every time I've come out, I've like known that it might change. And not change because like I myself am changing in gender, just me trying to figure out who I am. So there's that, and I got that a little bit too far into the crease back here than I wanted, but I'm just gonna layer the purple on top. Now I'm just going to Honey Lavender this purple here and putting that over here. Yeah, that still works. I'm just kind of flicking it out a bit. I don't know why I'm doing pink and purple today, because pink's not my favorite color. Like, I like it, it's just not, you know, I was thinking I'd do like blue and purple or blue or purple on my birthday, but this is what's happening because it matches my shirt. Yeah, so I've just been feeling down. Like, I like to be very open about my mental health, you know, like it's something many people struggle with. Your mental health problems are just as real as physical health problems, even if people can't see them. I just like to be open with my mental health struggles. I don't want to say like, oh, I just felt like taking a break, because I love you guys. I love making videos, and I never like want to take a break because like I'm bored. Like if I take a break, it's because I have to, you know, I'm not feeling good, that kind of thing. Really weird that I'm doing pastels today, since I normally don't do pastels because they're not my favorite. Come on, Valkyrie, what are you doing? But basically, like when I guess I'm turning 16. Today I'm turning 16, and it's just really weird and different for me because I guess 16 was always like such a big year in everyone's minds. I'm gonna kind of mix Grape Escape right here in blue because I don't know. That's what I feel like doing. I don't know, I kind of just like always thought I'd have this huge party for my 16th birthday. You know, I'd invite all my friends and, you know, like all the attention would be on me. Because, you know, when you're a kid, you like that. When you're a kid, your birthdays are so much fun and you get so excited for them. At least most kids do. I did when I was little. And I always just thought like, when I turned, you know, 16, I'd have a party, you know, everything. I'd have my life together, and that is not the case. You know, now I learn like no one ever really has their life together. Like, it's so easy to make it look like you have your life together on the internet or like even with some of your friends, but no one really does. But I guess it's still weird knowing that like I thought I was gonna be, you know, so big when I was 16, and, you know, I don't feel big. You know, I still feel like a little kid that doesn't know how to navigate the world yet. Honestly, I'm just so different than who I thought I would be. You know, I'm not acting, which is what I thought I was gonna do for my life, and even up until like 9th grade. And I quit because of just it not being my passion. And I'm just so different than what my younger self thought. I need to start cutting my crease. But you know, everything's just so different, and I don't think my younger self would like me that much, and that's kind of hard to grasp. I'm just gonna cut my crease, do like a full cut crease today because I feel like it. I don't always like myself now, just because it's really hard to when you have severe anxiety and depression. You know, you think you're so bad, even though like deep down I know that's not the case, and when I'm feeling good I can understand that. Valkyrie, stop playing with that please. But when I'm feeling down, you know, I feel like I'm just so awful. Like no one wants to be around me, you know, the usual bad anxiety stuff. I brought over my singles palette because I was thinking of using a couple of my JD Glow shadows. I'm gonna go into Opal. Whoa, it looks really weird on camera, but it's like a pink to blue. I really like this shadow. And just put that on my front portion. And really just being different than who you thought you would be is very jarring. And I don't know if I'm getting all my points across or what. I'm just kind of like sharing my feelings. I really like that. It's a little bit lighter than I thought it was gonna be, even though like I don't know why I thought that. So I'm gonna go into the Glam Light palette and put Strawberry, this with the same brush, just a little bit over it too, and kind of mix the two shades. And it's just such a different, you know, life. It's not what you think it's gonna be when you're little, and that's kind of hard to understand sometimes. I'm supposed to be starting to drive soon, which gives me a lot of anxiety. In the state of Kentucky, you can start driving when you're 16, and so I'm 16. The only thing I'm really excited about this year for my birthday is my shot. I'm probably gonna go get my vaccine for the first round next Friday, because I'm actually, oh, the other thing I wanted to talk about, this is the shade, did I mention this is Plum? I'm gonna put that on my outer portion. What was I saying? Oh yes, I'm going out of town this weekend. I'm gonna go visit my partner, which I've actually never met in person. So I'm gonna be going, it's just a few hour drive with my mom, and we're gonna go meet them and their family. I'm super excited. I'm really excited for that. A little bit nervous just because though we've talked for just literally so much on the phone, it's still so like you know, like real life. It's real life, you know, so I'm excited for that. I know 100%. I'm not like worried that they're gonna be an old man. I know that they're who they say they are. I'm just like nervous because social anxiety. But there's just been lots of things to worry about recently, but you know, there's been some good too. You know, one thing that kind of helped me get through this depressive period was the show The 100. My partner recommended it to me, and boy is it a good show. I have not watched TV in years, like several years. I just haven't had time, and then my anxiety gets bad when I watch suspenseful things. If you didn't know, your mind actually cannot differentiate fictional characters from real people when it comes to like the emotions you feel for them, and since I'm really empathetic, it's really hard for me to, you know, because I get really attached to characters, and then it's really hard for me to like watch them die or watch them be in danger. So in order to watch the show, I made my partner spoil it for me, tell me everyone that died, and yeah, a lot of people might, winged liner here, a lot of people might see that as no fun. I see it as fun. I like to know who dies beforehand. Hang on, I'm gonna be right back. Okay, wing liner's on. I'm gonna use the NYX Marshmallow Primer today. This is just like, this primer makes me happy. It smells so good. And it actually is a really good primer. Yeah, I'm actually really liking this look today. It's nice and sparkly and happy, which is, you know, good. Oh, I know you guys probably want to know about my foster kittens. So I know Minnie and Mickey had left when I posted my last video, and I had Sterling and Taylor, but I was just babysitting them. This is the Urban Decay Naked Stay Naked foundation, and they were only here for a night, so I haven't had them for a couple weeks because that video was kind of, it wasn't supposed to be pre-filmed, but then I didn't upload it for a while, so it was kind of late when you saw it, like old footage, but it's fine. And so I had my monster kittens, that's just what I call them. They're all named after mythical creatures. I moved them from their playpen outside of my room into my room, and they've been really enjoying that. I have 5 kittens in here plus me, who I guess is still a kitten, like 5 fosters plus me. And so that has been an adventure trying to get anything done with kittens, because you forget how rambunctious 5 kittens are until they're in your room again. But basically I took a couple weeks off from bottle feeding. Oh, my face looks really weird in the camera. Like, this foundation looks super light on camera, but in person, like, it matches fine. That's really weird. It should all get together when we put on bronzer and stuff though, so it's okay. I took a couple week break from bottle feeding just because like that's necessary for me, and I didn't take a break from fostering because I still had these guys. They just weaned, and then I took a couple weeks to just catch up on sleep. And I wasn't planning on taking any more kittens until after my trip, which I'll be back on Tuesday. This video is going up Sunday, hopefully. I'll hopefully have it like scheduled so I can just enjoy my time there while still getting a video up for you guys. This is just the Too Faced Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. Born This Way. The writing's worn off. I'm so close to being done with this. I was gonna use my Milani concealer today, but I lost it, which is not good because that's my favorite concealer. So hopefully I can find it soon. I wasn't planning on taking any more kittens, and I told my rescue director, I was like, hey, I can't take any more kittens until after my trip. Here are the dates. Because I can't take them on the trip. Like, I technically could, but it really worries me being so far away from a vet that we know, being so far away from my rescue director, and, you know, I just wouldn't be able to enjoy the trip as much if I had to feed kittens every 3 hours. So I like told her that I can't take any more kittens until then. I worded it like, I can't take any more kittens until then unless you can take them back for my trip. And so a few days after I sent that, she messaged me and was like, hey, I'm going out of town and I have 6 bottle babies, but I'm going out of town like before I was going out of town. So she was like, can you watch these kittens while I'm out of town, and then you can give them back when you go out of town, and then you can have them back when you get back from out of town. So I was like, cool, sounds good. So I did get 6 new bottle babies. I need to like film something with them because I know you guys love seeing them. They were found in a creek after someone dumped them, which is really sad, and I don't know who would do that. That's so awful. Like, they were in a plastic bag, that's why they survived, but someone dumped them in a creek. Like a good person, nice person found them and got them to rescue, who got them to me. I was mentioning that I started watching The 100. I watched like 3 seasons in like 2 weeks, which is Wow. But I decided to name the kittens after those characters, so if you watch that show, you might be able to guess some of the names, but there's 6 of them, which is my biggest litter yet. And I named them Clark, Raven, Jasper, Monty, Octavia, and Bellamy. So those are those guys. 3 boys, 3 girls. And I've been having a really great time with them so far. They're great kittens. This is the Kat Von D Shade and Light, just going into, you know, the normal 2 shades at the bottom. Oh, I just realized I totally forgot to zoom in when I did my eyes. Whoops, good thing the video wasn't super about the makeup and more about the talking. Sorry about that though, I will try and do better next time. Yes, so I named them. My parents guessed, like I was like, oh, what should I name these guys? And I was like, oh, I have an idea. And they're like, it's the 100, isn't it? Because I've been talking about nothing but that. So thank you to my partner for getting me addicted to a show after not having watched TV for 2 years. Just because, like, suspense doesn't do good with me, but since they were able to, like, spoil it for me, I'm able to handle it. So I wanted more of a glowy bronzer today, so I brought over my relatively new Nabla Skin Bronzing in Ambra. I got this when I got my Beauty Bay Bright Mattes palette, and this bronzer is lovely. It is probably my favorite bronzer in my collection now. Whoa, I just went in with a really heavy hand. I'll blend it out in a second, but it is just so lovely. You can see the imprints like already starting to fade, and I got this very recently, but I've been using almost nothing but this because it's so good. I already had a Nabla Skin Glazing, which is one of their blushes. I wanted to use the skin glazing today, but I was like, I just used that in a video, let's use something else. I just used the bronzing too, but I couldn't help it. Yeah, just kind of blending it out. Yeah, my foundation's starting to match a little bit more now that we've gotten the bronzed skin. For blush, I brought over this Jouer Champagne and Macaroons palette. I know this one has a bronzer, but it's not glowy, so I wanted something glowy. I'm going into Delight Me, which is the glowy blush. This blush is so pretty. I love it. I need to use it more often because it's just so stunning. But yeah, mental health. I don't really know what else to talk about because I think I've gotten all my feelings out. Like, just know that, like, I struggle with mental health too, you know? The people you watch online, like, they struggle too. They're not immune to struggle, you know? I still struggle a lot. I only really post the good stuff a lot of the time. You know, on Instagram, I post the good stuff. On YouTube, like, I post when I'm happy, but that doesn't mean, you know, I'm always happy. It just means I show the good times, because the good times are more fun to watch than the bad times. Now I'm going to do my lower lash line. I'm just going to follow the same pattern. I just dropped my palette. I'm glad nothing broke. I'm just following the pattern from the upper lash line, you know, pink in the inner portion, purple in the outer portion. Sorry, it's hard to talk while doing your lower lash line for some reason. At least that's the mood I'm in today. I'm actually in a lot better mood. Like, I was in a decent mood when I woke up this morning, which is surprising since, you know, it's my birthday and I don't like that. But I'm actually in a decent, like a really good mood right now, which is good. Hopefully it stays all day, but who knows. I'm gonna do mascara and brows and then I'll be back. Okay, we're back for highlight, and for highlight I'm going to use the Ofra Start Inspired highlighter, and I'm going to use the Pillow Talk side. I feel like I use this highlighter a ton because I do, but I love it. Pillow Talk is like the pinky shade, by the way. And I'm just going to highlight it with this. So pretty. And yeah, I don't think I have much more to talk about. I covered like the birthday topic, the mental health topic, and the pronoun change topic. And yeah, I think that's all I wanted to talk about. Plus the kittens. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish up my makeup. I don't have much to do. I'll do that on camera and go ahead because there's not much left. I'm gonna go ahead and go into like this French vanilla shade for my inner corner. And now for lips, I didn't bring a lipstick over because I wasn't sure what shade I wanted. So I'm gonna go grab one and I'll be right back. I really think I'm just gonna do pretty much my favorite lip combo today. This is the Urban Decay Vice lipstick in Naked. This is it. And I'm going to put the Fenty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fussy on top. Oh, and I forgot setting spray, but I didn't bring it over. So I will do that off camera in a minute. Take my barrettes out. I'm gonna get my hair re-dyed soon, probably purple, but for now it's like kind of blue. And that is gonna be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, make sure to like it and subscribe for more makeup and kitten related content. If you like this video, make sure to like it and get in the litter box as soon as I'm filming my outro. Okay. I upload on Sundays and Wednesdays if I can, and if I can't, then I upload whenever I want to. Also, please make sure to leave any thoughts or questions that you have down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching again, and goodbye!